And now we have some more breaking news coming in. Distressing breaking news. Several people are reported injured in a shooting incident at Utrecht in the Netherlands. That's the latest news that's breaking here on Wion World is One. For now, we understand that several people have been injured in a shooting incident. This is on a tram in the Utrecht area of Netherlands. It is near the capital, Amsterdam. The shooting incident has been reported in a train. Several people have been reported injured. Really distressing news coming in just a couple of days after the disastrous mosque shootings in Christchurch in New Zealand. This piece of news coming in from the Netherlands. Multiple injuries because of a shooting incident at Utrecht. Utrecht, keep in mind, is close to the capital, Amsterdam. And this incident has taken place, we understand, in a tram in the Netherlands. Keep in mind, Netherlands cities are connected by the trams and the tram lines. The entire local population and tourists take the trams to get around the cities of Netherlands. And now we have news coming in, distressing news coming in of a shooting incident in Utrecht, and in which several people are reported injured. Man opening fire in a tram in Utrecht that has led to multiple injuries, and this in a residential neighborhood is what is of great concern. A neighborhood that has its share of locals and tourists alike. We're getting you details as they're coming in. A man has opened fire on a tram in Utrecht, and this is what the police in this city have tweeted. Shooting incident on a tram, multiple injuries reported, helicopters deployed. That's the latest that we're picking up. The police in the Netherlands have deployed helicopters, and they've confirmed that multiple injuries have been reported. This shooting incident has taken place in a tram, the local form of transport in the Netherlands for tourists and locals alike. And this incident has taken place at 10:45 a.m. in the morning in the Utrecht suburb of Netherlands, near the capital, Amsterdam. Man opening fire in a tram, leading to multiple injuries being confirmed by the police. They have tweeted, shooting incident on a tram at 10:45 a.m. Multiple injuries reported, helicopters deployed. We are bringing to you minute by minute details as we're getting them. The latest on the situation now is that the police in the Netherlands have deployed helicopters after a shooting incident was reported on a tram in Utrecht at 10:45 a.m. Utrecht, keep in mind, is an area that is a suburb that's close to the capital, Amsterdam. And we are bringing to you images through the map as to where exactly this shooting has taken place. It's taken place on a tram. It's a residential neighborhood where this incident has taken place. So concern for loss of lives is extremely high. But for now, we only understand that multiple injuries have taken place because of the shooting incident. And the police are searching for a gunman who fled after the shooting incident at Utrecht in Netherlands. This on a tram. A tram is the lifeline of the cities of Netherlands. Keep in mind, they are the main form of transport to get around the cities of Netherlands, and the shooting incident has taken place on a tram, and that too in a residential neighborhood. Multiple injuries reported. The police have tweeted out and confirmed that a gunman opened fire in a tram at 10:45 a.m. Netherlands time, and he has fled, and the police are on his trail. The police are searching for the gunman who opened fire. The shooter is on the loose, And reports say that he shot people inside the tram and fled the spot. This incident has taken place at 10:45 a.m. local time in the Netherlands. Multiple injuries have been reported, and police are on the trail, are hunting for this gunman. We understand that he is still on the loose, and we have reports telling us that he first shot the people inside the tram and then fled the spot. Police have cordoned off the entire area. Anti-terror teams are on the scene of the crime. These are latest details trickling in as we're bringing to you this distressing piece of breaking news. A shooting incident reported in the Netherlands just a couple of days after the disastrous mosque shootings in New Zealand. Comes this in the Netherlands, where a shooter opened fire, a gunman opening fire inside a tram, which is the main form of local transport in the cities of Netherlands. And this is in Utrecht, very close to the national capital of Amsterdam. And the shooter is still on the loose. The police are looking for him. They've cordoned off the area. Anti-terror teams are on the spot of crime. And the police have confirmed the shooting incident took place on a tram at 10:45 a.m. and multiple injuries have been reported. Helicopters have been deployed with the shooter still on the loose. This is a developing situation for all those who've just tuned in to Wion World is One. We've just picked up reports of a shooting incident in the Netherlands in the Utrecht area. And the shooter opened fire on people in a tram, the main form of local transport, and fled the location. He is still on the loose, and the police have cordoned off the area. Anti-terror teams are on the spot, and helicopters have been deployed. These are the latest details we're picking up on this shooting incident. Is a mass shooting incident in the Netherlands this time around. So far, only multiple injuries have been reported. But keep in mind, this is a residential neighborhood where this shooting has taken place, and it's taken place on top of a tram. The tram is what is used by both locals and tourists alike to get around the cities of Netherlands. And we've got pictures on your screens. The first pictures. We have Aisha Sindhu, my colleague, joining us now on this broadcast with more details. Aisha, we have the first pictures of this mass shooting in Netherlands. Extremely distressing, coming in just a couple of days after the mosque shootings in New Zealand.
Absolutely, and of course the details right now are still sketchy, Krishna. We are given to believe that a number of people have been injured. This is information that has been confirmed by the Twitter handle of Utrecht Police. They have said that multiple injuries have taken place and that there are teams investigating the matter further. We are given to understand also that the gunman is on the loose. This, as you were mentioning, for our viewers' benefit once again, let me reiterate, has taken place on a local tram service in the city of Utrecht in Netherlands. Now, this is a city in the central part of the country, and it has also been, interestingly, a religious center of the country for a number of years, in fact, centuries. And this, as you mentioned, is taking place very shortly after the terror incident in New Zealand. The focus, of course, of that investigation continues to be on the perpetrator, an Australian man. Now, of course, we are hearing about these reports from the Netherlands. Interestingly, also, Krishna, this isn't the first time that Europe is dealing with these sort of situations. I'm refraining from using the word terror just yet. We will wait for the authorities to confirm whether or not this is a terror-related incident or otherwise. But for now, the visuals on your screen demonstrating where exactly the city is, and that we have confirmed reports of a number of injuries in this case.
Aisha Sindhu, my colleague, joining us with those latest details. As she's rightly putting it, we're not calling this a terror incident as of now because we've got very sketchy initial details with us at this point in time. We do understand, for all those who are just tuning in, we do understand that a mass shooting incident has taken place in the city of Utrecht, which is about 40-45 minutes from Amsterdam by train. And this has taken place, the shooting incident has taken place on a tram service, a local tram service, where a gunman opened fire inside a tram and then fled the spot. He is on the loose. The police are looking for him. Helicopters have been deployed. Anti-terror teams have reached the crime scene and they are investigating. And we're bringing you the first pictures as well and the first details. And we are awaiting more. But we do understand that the police of Netherlands have confirmed via a tweet where they've confirmed that this shooting incident took place at 10:45 a.m. local time on a tram service in the city of Utrecht. And that helicopters have been deployed, multiple injuries have been reported. These are confirmed details from the Netherlands police. And on your screens now are pictures of the tram on which the shooting has supposedly taken place. As the gunman is on the run, as we've been telling you, and we will await more details before we confirm things for you. But for now, these are the details in our hands. Only multiple injuries have been reported. And Aisha, as you've been telling us, we do not have enough information to call it a terror attack as of now.
Absolutely. But of course, Krishna, that is the worry whenever you hear of an incident involving members of the public who have been attacked randomly, as it would appear. In this case, we're still, of course, awaiting details. But Europe has been at the receiving end of a number of terror incidents in the last couple of years. In fact, the level of alertness in many countries across Europe continues to be high. I am referring to incidents that have taken place, for instance, in England, in France, repeatedly in the last couple of years, in Germany as well. Therefore, whenever we hear of an incident like this, it's unfortunate, but one has to question whether or not the motive behind an attack such as this one is of terror. We have seen also that there have been incidents in Scandinavian countries where lone wolves, as they're known, have operated. Some white supremacists have also carried out attacks. So the devil in this case lies in the details. We are waiting, of course, for the authorities to give us a more clear picture of what exactly has gone on. But the fact of the matter is that the anti-terror units of Netherlands police are at hand. They are looking at this incident that has sort of become the standard operating procedure when it comes to incidents of this nature. There is absolutely caution is the first thing that authorities rely on when it comes to members of the public being, facing an attack such as this. So we are waiting for that detail, but the precedent, so to speak, in the last 5 years has forced many people to wonder if this is indeed a terror attack. Again, given the mode of transport that has been brought under siege this time, that also raises that question. Absolutely, and that's the worrying part here, isn't it, Aisha? These tram services are the lifelines of the cities of Netherlands, and locals and tourists take these trams, and this has taken place in a residential neighborhood of Utrecht. So the worries are extremely high when it comes to loss of lives. But the details we have right now are only about injuries, because the police of the Netherlands have tweeted out saying that multiple injuries have been reported. So hopefully there's no loss of any lives. Absolutely. In fact, just last year, Krishna, if you remember, there was an incident involving a refugee from Afghanistan in Netherlands, where there was an attack that once again took place on a tram service, this time in the city of Amsterdam. 2 people were killed. They were both American tourists, and a 19-year-old was charged. Now, immediately it was looked at as a case of terror, given the fact that this was an Afghan refugee. He was somebody who was living in the Netherlands, after leaving his own country. So the interaction of race and religion also plays a very pivotal role when it comes to Europe. We've seen a huge number of refugees moving into Europe. This has brought into question the sort of policies that are in place in the host countries, whether or not efforts have been made for mainstreaming of these refugee communities, whether there is situations that are created which makes them feel alienated. And of course, this has also brought into question whether or not the policy of accepting large-scale migrants from areas such as Syria or Afghanistan has really worked for European countries. That is, of course, a question that it has no easy answers. But for now, the information that we have right now vis-a-vis the current incident is about, a train being attacked, which has caused a great degree of alarm given what happened just this past weekend in New Zealand.
Absolutely, and we're getting more and more pictures. These are the latest pictures on your screens. We've got, this is where a square at the tram station has been cordoned off. It's around the 24 Oktoberplein junction in Utrecht, where this shooting incident has taken place on a tram. We are getting the latest details and bringing them to you, but time now for a short breather here on the news. We'll be back with more on that developing situation on the other side. Keep it with Wion. World is One.